What's up, y'all? I literally just woke up. Um, Very busy day today. So, ooh, I got to stream early. Let me get fix this chair, bro. Leather chairs. How do I sound?
In the game, man. I said, yeah. God damn, dog.
Yo, why I can't get it louder, bro? Hmm. Yo, what's up, Raheem? Hmm. Bro, I hate this stuff. Cause this is the mic. It's expensive. I gotta fly there, bro. I gotta see. I gotta see. I gotta fly there. That's just expensive. It's like $1,000 for me to fly to Maryland. No, OBS, not the school. I want to go to the reunion. I really want to go.
I was in, nigga. Drink the rest of it. He said, you alive.
All right, I think I got it good. Let me see. Let me see how much the ticket is. Um, no BWI. Hmm. From Yuma to Yeah. No. BWI. It's actually not that expensive. But this is the 25th. Let me see. I'm trying to leave. That's a round trip too? What? The 20th? And I wanted to come back on the I don't know, the 22nd. Dang. I could actually do it. I normally use OBS when I used to do videos, but oh, why I hate OBS? Yeah, I used to use OBS, but when I stream the games, it's like way faster, and it's 688. It's still a lot of money, but it's a lot less than what I thought. I can afford that. I gotta see though. I should get my taxes Monday. I get my taxes Monday. I could just pay them in advance because I'm gonna be still working, so I'm gonna still get my paychecks and stuff. But streaming the PS2 while using OBS, that shit it just don't work. And if I get it like this, and I'm on Streamlabs, I could just switch it just like that, and then hook up to the other camera, and that joint work. But then boom, I go back to this. How to just chat and shit look? Oh no, I can't get no close up like that. But yeah,
Man, come on, Fleece, man, nigga. You know how we drink pop out of each other and shit, nigga. Fleece, man, nigga. You
he said how we drink pop out of each other.
know how we drink pop out of each other and shit, nigga. Saying they talk this shit. I caught him taking one up in his butt about 8 months later, right?
And look, you know that's exactly how people be. They stay saying, "Oh nah, bro, I don't play that gay stuff," and then they be texting the tranny. Oh, they be texting, you know. Dang, I be forgetting what you can and can't say.
I said, oh, God, for real? He's all, man, look, man, you ain't see what you mean I didn't see what I, how could I miss that? Nigga had like a baseball up in you, nigga. Baseball bat up in you. You on your toes and shit. But after that, man, I just say, man, I ain't never getting out. I started picking up time. I had to fight this dude, can do. When I threw shit on the nurse, she was considered like one of them nurses that all the girls wanted, uh, all the inmates wanted, and I shit her down. I mean, dead. And so they put me in the dungeon for 21 days without a shower and all this shit. So when they put me back on the wall, they put me in the last cell. They always put me in the last cell so they don't have to walk past me and I have nothing thrown on them. So this,
EVE Online is a vast universe.
I'm up there and getting ready to wash up because I ain't had a shower in 21 days, stinking and shit. So this nigga took his mirror, stuck it around the thing, saw me washing up. So he said, hey. I said, yeah. He wrote a note. He said, you got a cold? So I said, I already know what I got here. I wrote wrote back. I said, thank you. So I started watching him again. I could see when he was trying to move the light in his face and show love. I said, he's looking again. So he said, hey. I said, yeah. He wrote a note. He said, do you mess around? So I wrote back, I said, it depends. He said, on what, that it goes both ways? I said, yeah. He said, well, I tell you what, when you get through, doing that, washing up, and they cut the lights off, he said, I'll jack you off, and maybe you can turn the favor. I said, that sounds like a good deal. We can shake on. so, so after I got done,
You just don't hear this stuff every day, bro. You don't hear this stuff every day. I honestly, nah. I don't even know if he need to be in any movies or if he need to be an actual celebrity or what, bro. Cause he's just an openly gay man. I mean, he did his stuff, but I feel like the rumor since I was a kid that stuff happened in jail. So
they cut the lights off, man. I stood up. I said, you ready? He said, yeah. So I stood up on my bed, stuck my thing through the bars, and loaded it up with grease and shit, right? I said, make it pop, man. So I closed my eyes. I shot good, too. Went back over and washed out. Laid in the bed. So I'm done. So he beating on my wall now, right? I said, what's up, man? You think you gonna return, man? I said, no, I'm not, man. I didn't ask you to jack me. He said, you nobody jack y'all. Then somebody down the hall said, yeah, you did. I was looking in the mirror. I saw you stroke. He said, tell me what cell you in. My name is Can Do. No, he was stabbed for it. He stabbed some people in another prison. So he's trying to come out tough. So, So the next day when I come out on the walk, they was exercising me by myself at that time, right? Because I was so violent and fighting and shit. And motherfucker threw a couple picks in my face. And shit went in my mouth.
oh heck no.
Okay. Nasty motherfucker. I said, I'm gonna get you some, bitch. He said, yeah. And he hung a blanket up so I couldn't throw nothing back. I ain't going through all this shit right now, but I'm gonna get you down the line. So this lady named Kathy, she's a guard. Talk real harsh. She like, hey, Flay. That's how she I heard what Ken did. You want to get him back? I said, yeah. She said, well, I'm going to let him out for a legal call and then accidentally open your door. I said, that'd be good enough for me. So I took that porter and tore it out of the floor, right? So when my door opened, I'm running down the hall like it was a toilet, trying to tip. It sat down at the step, right? So I'm trying to tip. So when I come down first, he looked up. I said, "Whoo!" He knocked this shoulder, knocked it all the way down and up. But he took off running, right? He ran in. So I ran, jumped over the rail, grabbed the toilet, and slammed it. Now I got a lot of pieces. So he ran all the way in the back, and you can climb up the bars and be on the second tier, where his cell was at up there. So I was aiming shit, throwing it, and making sure he couldn't pick up what I threw, right? To throw it back, right? Cause I had a whole bunch of it. So he made it to his cell. So they were hollering at the door, get in your cell, Johnson, get in your cell. Shoot them little pepper ball things, all that shit. So I told my man, I'm gonna get this some, bitch. So I went up I threw all that shit up and then climbed up from the back and was vomiting. So he went up he took his mattress and held that, and I was hitting him. The top making the shade down on him. So
Mind you, they having a gay war.
he went up under the bed. So I took and put toilet paper and a blanket and I smoked them out right a minute. While they hollering, I got the time out there too, and I let him up. But this motherfucker did something that I wasn't expecting. He went to court with me and tried to defend me. Said that, I wasn't trying to hear him. He didn't get hurt or nothing like that. But they took the gold thing. They gave me 3 years. I said, okay. But I weighed him off. He ain't an enemy no more. You know, we fought, man. And then I had a fight with Lil Money.
Wait. Let me ask you this. I got three questions in one I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Because when you was getting all this time, did you ever think about escaping, or did you try? And did you ever fall in love with someone while you was in there? And who, if you did?
Man, that prison was so secure, and you well, that was a big escape when I was there, but they done sent me to another prison. I would have been on it. It was 8 people escaped out of the hole. They call it the Great Escape. They went in Tennessee, killed some old people, and that's when they just set down on the whole premises. But yeah, I wanted to escape, but they sent me to another prison. You know, and prison, I tore up everything in that prison I was in. Like I tell the girls, I say, hey man, y'all need to get us some new toilets. Well, y'all ain't gonna get none. I said, yeah, we will. So I turned off the floor and busted. Now you gotta put a new one in. Paint the wall? Nah, I throw feces all over the wall. Now you gotta get it off and repaint it. So that's how we get shit done. So I tore up all this shit. So they sent me to North Point, and they built a cell down there. They spent $40,000 on it. It's a destructive proof cell. They say he cannot turn something. I tore the whole door off after 8 months, right? But yeah, I wanted to escape. And your next question was, did I ever find somebody in
Did you ever fall in love with someone?
Hell yeah. And I want to talk to you about that. Yeah, I did. Kind of like I said, when I went into prison, man, I was a child, man. I never even had a girlfriend. So the first time I come in the ass, man, I'm like, I'm there, nigga. I'm there all. So the first time I come in the ass, man, I'm like, I'm there, nigga. I'm there all the way, nigga. I'm in love. You know, I thought I got this pregnant, all this shit. I was confused about this shit. They had my fucking head messed up. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was up in there, man. And it took me a while before I took almost a year and a half believing that I got a baby on the way. You know, and so yeah, I did fall in love, and man, and speaking of love, I want to share this with y'all. I shared it with everybody else. Something to take back with you. Have y'all ever heard the phrase, I did it out of love? She did it out of love. He did it out of love. Have you ever heard that phrase? Somebody done something. Why you do it, man? I did it out of love, man. And y'all would say, bullshit, that ain't love. But check this out. You did do it out of love. You stepped out of love. And that's why you did what you did. Yeah, you damn right you did it out of love. You was not in love at the time you did what you did. I said what you said. Take it with you. Now, ask me some more.
This T-shirt from New Orleans. I wanted to ask you a question.
Who?
His name T-shirt.
That's my name, T-shirt.
T-shirt.
That's,
You used to steal T-shirts?
yeah. I got a question though, brother. Did you ever have a sexual relationship with a male guard while incarcerated?
No, I haven't, but I had a friend that did. This guy named he was a captain, Captain Hope. He was nasty, the nastiest boy. All inmates hate him. He told us, "Let me tell y'all inmates something. My brother's coming here to work, and he's out of the army. He's a special ops, all this shit. Y'all think I'm rough? Wait till y'all meet him." I holler, your brother. So they take me to the hole. I don't care about the hole. I had to show them that. They gave me 27 years in the hole. I did 12 flat in the hole. 12 years. Nobody ever did that much. They put me in that dungeon where they got that, you sink down in the shit. Nobody ever made it 3 days. I made it 2 weeks in that motherfucker. 21 days without eating. And then his brother come. Well, soon I seen him, big old thick army raised, big old thick. Thought his booty was one of them what you call bubble butts. And he was walking and that thing was shaking. I said, oh. They said, don't do it, police. So I said, I'm gonna scab my boss on this. I said, man, shake that big. Right.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want, and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one, to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation, where you can go as far as your imagination takes you. Can you imagine?
So they stopped. Who said that? Who said? I said, you know who said it. The big dick said it. So they said, you know what? They made me confess though, cause they went to somebody like you. So if you don't confess, we're gonna knock him off. Now you was a dangerous motherfucker. I said, I better confess this shit. I did it, man. I ain't gonna fight this. You know, that's how they do shit to make you talk, right? So, Turk and sister named Turk came to my cell and said, hey. I said, what's up, Turk? Turk said, you know, cause when I hit my stores, I always give Turk stuff on the strength. Free too. Turk do a lot of legal work and span and shit for me. So, Turk gave me some weed. A baggie full of weed. A baggie. Now, you get weed in the joint, you might get a little pin joint. A baggie. I said, where's it come from? And when he told me it came from dude's brother, that he was him, I said, nah, you ain't. He said, yeah. I said, his ass is powerful. I said, what is it? He said, powerful. I said, oh, brother. I said, oh, God. So I'm turning, and he got caught. Got caught by Sergeant Vincent, one of his mouth is nasty. Vincent, he's a mouth runner, but I cool with him at times, right? He said, goddamn idiot. Goddamn idiot. Up here getting in his ass, cornhole in his ass by a black sissy. I heard him on the damn thing. So they came and locked his brother up, so, locked the sissy up and all that. And, so when his brother came through the captain, about 2 weeks later, he was making rounds. I said, how you doing, Captain Hope? He know I ain't used to speaking to him. He said, how you doing, Johnson? I said, how your brother doing? I know he's so out taking that big ass dick. I done take it to the hole, you son of a bitch. This ain't police race. I said, I gotta tell you this shit, man. I said, I just wanted this, I'll take that to the hole. But that's what happened to me and that, man. And I ended up doing a whole time, 12 years threatening a hole. Next thing you know, I just say, you know what? I got to show these people. Your write-up, I don't give a about your write-up. Go ahead.
You spoke about being in the hole. If you had to pick one Sally, who would you pick, Usher, P. Diddy, or LeBron James? And why?
LeBron.
Why would you pick LeBron?
Man, that nigga gonna get me paid, and that nigga his skill. Nigga, I got a motherfucking ball playing myself, nigga. Nigga gonna go out there, I'm gonna bet on him. I'm gonna make money off of him. That's who I wanted myself, a real guy I could trust and shit like that, right? All them P. Diddy motherfuckers, I would spot them, I'd be like, no, motherfucker, you ain't coming in here. You know what I'm saying? Usher, you ain't coming in here, little punk ass. You know, take your little dancing ass on somewhere, nigga. Kick it with. A nigga be coming up, nigga, we can kick it, nigga, do some money deals, all this shit, right? But yeah, I would pick him as a selling, man. For real. Before I got out, I was in the cell when they sent me to Eastern with, I don't know if y'all heard of him. His name is Ron Palmer. You Google that name, he's considered, pound for pound, the strongest man in the world. They call him the Michael Jordan in weights, right? And he was locked up at Easton, Ron Palmer. And we was bunkies, man. He had, I wouldn't believe it, like he had a weightlifting magazine with him on the front cover of the magazines and inside of it with Arnold Schwarzenegger and all them powerful. But I was in there with him, and he was cool.
Please, I want to ask you this because you've been through a lot, even while in prison. My question is, was it ever a point in your life where you wanted to take your own life, and did you ever have a low point in life?
I had something I real bad. I used to see people do that shit in there. Like this one white boy, he used to get on my nerves and shit. He be doing that little stupid shit, cut his little wrist, they go crazy. And so he said, Johnson. I said, what? He said, could you cut me? I said, yeah. I said, hold up. So I told my sheet made a little, a rope, a loop. I said, stick your arm around him. I said, I'm just gonna cut it with him. And he stuck around, put that thing right there and tied it around the door. I sliced the shit. I just kept, you know, Then I cut the spring, threw it in the toilet, wiped all this shit out, and the girls ran on the wall, seen all that blood and shit. But I never thought I'd come. I have always lived by this. I would hurt they got me to that before I hurt me. If a motherfucker got me to the point where I'm thinking all this shit, nah, I ain't gonna hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you. And God told me, he said, Fleece, you can't wear these bars out. I said, I know I can't. I said, I can wear yours out though. I bet you that. And I did. I made them motherfuckers throw me out. And not only throw me out, but when I told you I went back to prison to get off parole, kill it, all the prisons I went to said we ain't gonna take it. There was one prison called Little Sandy Hook. I never been to. They said they snuck me in there, and the warden them came to me. They said, "What's your business, sir?" I said, "Man, look." I told them what I want to do. They said, "We'll make sure you get in the programs," and they say your word is good. I want your word. I said, "Yeah, man, I ain't down there causing no trouble or nothing." I did a year. It's the first time I did a year without getting a write-off. Came out, kept that whole 7.5 year in 1 year. I don't owe their ass shit now. And they like, go ahead. No, go.
This boy Diesel from out the mouth.
Huh?
Diesel from out the mouth.
What'd he say?
Diesel. My name Diesel from out the mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I just come from doing 30 years, and I've seen hundreds of guys like yourself who've been a prisoner who never had a female before.
Right.
My question to you is, have you ever seen a father have his own son as his sissy?
But I've seen some, yeah, I've seen something worse than that, though.
What's worse than that?
Like what? What's worse than that? What's worse than that?
What I've seen worse than that. I'm sitting here talking to this black dude.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't ask people why you locked up and all this shit.
Right, right.
He said, Felice, you ever gonna get out? I said, I don't give a about getting out. What about you?
He love it in jail.
Maybe someday. He said, you know why I'm in here? I said, no. He said, I tried to kill my daddy. I said, why?
He tried to take him.
He got pregnant. He got a girl pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And get ready to marry. Come home one day.
It's his dad's.
And his daddy was over. So his daddy asked him, what you doing over? He said, what you mean when I'm this is where I live at? And I'm glad you're over here, Dad. I want you to meet my fiance. He said, boy, it's your sister.
What?
Never told him he had a stepsister, right? And when he heard that, man,
He killed her.
Beat his daddy to death, right? And he ended up in prison. So I asked him, I said, did she have the baby yet? He said, yeah, man, it's twins, man. Boy. I said, so what y'all gonna do?
One for him and one for him and one for him.
My brother. He said, man, I can't wait to get our brains out, man.
Y'all think that's fair? They got a kid together. 2 kids.
I said, how she feel about it? He said, man, she said she wants me as her brother. Too late for that, Felice. And he went out there on it, and you know what happened?
He
She
arm.
killed him.
I was. I was just about to say he arm warded her, and she killed him. I was just about to say it.
For trying to take it. I mean,
Yup.
this is some crazy shit. Well, go ahead.
Did you prey on young black guys or white guys?
I didn't pray on no motherfucker. I took booty support. That's what I call it, booty support. That's what they give them motherfuckers penitentiary. Booty support. And I needed that shit. I've been in there too long. Nothing's hot. I never hit a girl. Motherfucker want to offer me some booty support. Thank you. And matter of fact, I had a friend in there that did it on my birthday. Now, me and this dude, we fought. We fought. We were in stores together, gambling. We put parlays and pools out. And one day he said, "Police, you got everything you need in there." I said, "I know, bro." He said, "You got weed, we got real whiskey, we got, man, we had that shit going on, man." And he said, "But I got something special for you today. And you got to tell me, you got to give me your word, you're going to take it. Cause I know you." I said, "Yeah, man, you got my word, bro." He said, "Your word." I said, "My word." So we went into a little room in the gym. I said, "What's that?" I'm thinking it's now order me a keyboard or a guitar or some old shit, right? He dropped his pants, and that big old yellow butter of his popped out, and he sprayed that motherfucker. I said, "Man, put your pants up, bro. Like, you know, this is my right?" He said, "Man, you gave me your word, Felice." I said, "Spray that again." I said, "Man, I gotta get up in this, man." And I got up in it. Bro, he was, I come in him twice, bro. I couldn't even, man, it was so good. I almost passed out. And I said, after it was over the next day, uh, now we sell right across from each other. You know, Eddyville, I broke that down in single sales now, right? That lawsuit did. And so he said, "Hey," he said, "we're gonna put some tickets and shit out there." I said, "Yeah, baby." He said, "Come on." I said, "Come on, what? What do you think, you steal my dog and all this shit, nigga? I done been up in you and got you pregnant and all this shit, nigga. Nigga, what the f you talking about, nigga?" Come on, man. I said, "No, ain't shit changed, bro. Shit changed. You ain't my dog, you my baby, man. I love you, nigga." And nigga said, "Hey, Felice, don't do it, man. You make me fight. Nigga, I'll beat you to death here, nigga, over that ass, nigga. Me, nigga. Stab, kill me, mother." And I went through shit like that in there. It's crazy. You know, your own, you know, it's booty support. You know, like you going like you come off the street. You say, "How long you been like?" I said, "Man, I'm going on 30-something years, bro." "Damn, Felice, it's live out there, man." I said, "Yeah, I heard, man. The girls out there getting." And then all of a sudden, you want to be generous. You you want to be generous and feel sorry for me, give me some booty support, and all that shit, man. And sometimes you gotta show ass to get ass. Yeah, and I
That's
too,
a
you gotta
crazy
know how
rule.
to punch on it, poke it out, stick it out, make motherfucker interested, then you get him first. You know, it's a whole lot of things, ways you go about that, you know what I mean? So I want y'all to ask me some more questions. Don't feel, look, feel free. Let's break this ice.
Are you having trouble trying to keep up with your professor? You've got to try Otter. Here's how it works.
She looked like the girl from Stranger Things, right?
Let's say I'm in class. I just hit
Shut up.
Feel free to ask me some of the toughest, rawest ass questions you can ask some motherfuckers. Anything.
All right, I got a good one for you. This DJ Frank Knitter with Knitter TV. You say you was a booty warrior. Your first time you had sex was with a man, and how much you love booty. And you mentioned your wife don't want to give you booty, and you'd be mad about that. So, being that you was around men that long, like booty that long, what made you get married to a woman when you got out?
Well, the common sense thing is when we were growing up, we all knew somewhere in our life that
That being gay was wrong. That's what he about to say.
a man's supposed to be with a man, not I mean, with a woman, not a man. You know, the Adam and Eve, not the Adam and Steve, all that shit, right? And so, uh, and when you get out, right?
You see all those
Now,
women everywhere.
I took booty support and not, but I'm not in prison no more. So I'm not here where they got real mother out here. Ain't no, cause see, a mother tricked me one day, right? He said, since he had a big old ass, I've been wanting to touch his for a long time, right? And he been telling me, stop doing this for me because I got a husband in her. And y'all be fighting. I said, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I catch you bending over, nigga, I'm going up in you and all that. And then one day, he was bent over the table like this, legs spread. I said, this is it. I'm going, dig up in that motherfucker hard. But I forgot them sisters, they take their dick and they flip it and push it back to make it look like they got a. But the head of it is sticking out of the back of his goddamn pants like it's part of. See, I wasn't even. When I said that, I gripped that motherfucker. I said, what the f?
What is this shirt, bruh?
But I said, where you grab from? I said, well, hold up, man. What the f is this, man? Cause he knew I was coming, right? And he pushed that motherfucker all the way back out. I said, damn. Hey, baby. I said, oh, shit. I said, what the f is this shit, motherfucker? And, but I went through a lot of stuff, but ask me some more questions.
Earlier, you told me you would have chose LeBron to be your celly.
Yeah, he's cool.
My question is, would you would have tried LeBron?
Hell no. See, now let me get something straight. If a motherfucker's cool, he's cool. Just like my friend that gave me some booty support on my birthday, we was just like, man, we've been friends for about 18 years now, bro. Man, we had it going on, gambling, all that. And so, you know, we was cool up to that point. When you booty support, you my baby. You know, all that dog shit, man, it's out the door. What kind of flowers you like? I'll get you some stuff, you know.
Speaking of booty, is booty still more important than water?
Goddamn right. Well, hey, yeah, hell yeah. Come tell you what. People say you need water to live. It's true. If you don't get no booty, you'll feel like you did. So, and that's more than water. You can drink water, it only got a little taste to it. Booty got more than a taste. That mother got thrills and thrills and thrills and put chills in your body. So yeah, booty is always more important than water, man. You know, even that. And see, people don't realize that, cause like I was telling my agent, I said when they come in prison, like out here, they run the streets, mess with all the girls in the town, right? Then they get locked up. Well, your sex drive goes with you. It goes with you in it, you know. And then you sitting there watching motherfuckers suck dicks all day and get in their ass, and some of them sexes look good. Man, I'm telling you, man, I met one, man, I dared to, bet I even cussed in front of him. That type of shit. Motherfucker, you better not even cuff in front of him, bro. And then I went into some shit where they were so freaky in this prison where if you fought, don't fart in there, man. I tried to show off one day, it went. Motherfucker said, oh, God damn, speak to me, old toothless one. Who did that? Who is Juicy? Who is talking to me? Somebody want to get pregnant? Who is it? Police, my little one. Who did that? Motherfucker said, I tried to show off one day. It went. Motherfucker said, oh, God damn, speak to me, old toothless one. Who did that? Who is Juicy? Who is talking to me? Somebody want to get pregnant? Who is it? said, who was that? Was that you, Fleece? And I looked, I said, no, man. I said, I don't believe he did that shit. So they looked at dude, man. They went after him. That shit. So if I got fought, man, I take that shit outside somewhere, man. I ain't with all that old, man, it was freaky, you know. And then they had dude in there that took, he made a real doll out of a mattress and cotton. When they had them cotton mattresses then, he made them a doll, right? Called it Lucy. And put some jello, made a little thing where he put jello and pudding and shit up in the plate. And then it, right? And it shit stinks, right? He had the whole goddamn wall stink. So when we got a new warden, a new administration, they said, I want that nasty ass die. I said, boy, it's going to be a murder charge in this one. He said, throw that thing away. So they went up to, what was his name? Leroy, right, dude. He worked out back. And he was worried, quiet. And he said, can I help y'all? Real respectful. They said, we come to get Lucy there. He said, well, she don't need to go to the hospital. He said, no, we can throw her away. We not playing that game with you, buddy. He said, no, you are not messing with my Lucy and all that shit. So there it goes, man. So I stuck my, he said, anybody put your mirror out the door and you go into the hole and all that shit, they don't want nobody to see what's getting ready to happen. They get it out, they fighting this. They get him like dragging him out by his feet and all they handcuff him and raffle him. So they let him watch. They go and let him watch him turn loose his head off, kick that thing in the stomach, threw it over the rail and all that, bang that nasty thing up. And dude did about 18 months in the hole, got out, cut that girl's head almost off, buddy.
You have it listen, you type it in, and then you go digging.
You literally just drag it in, and it'll be an audio clip.
This plugin is especially sick because, like, as soon as you put something in, it's a limitless amount of potential ideas.
Type in cello, hit find samples, and it will automatically find them synced to 184 BPM and D minor.
Yes, come on. And the fact that I don't have to go to another place and look for a sample, it helps my flow so much.
Co-producer plus.
Some sick motherfuckers down there. I seen all kinds of shit. Like down in the hole where I was at, they had rats down there. They would come up through the hole in the toilet that you sat on. They come up through the hole. Shake that shit off like a dog, and you go, ah! They hump up on you. You ain't scaring them. They'll jump off the edge. See, them toilets in there, I don't know if y'all seen one like it. Our toilet had a brick wall, made a brick going around the whole toilet. So when you sit on, your legs be out like that. So when I use the toilet, I just do this. Fuck that shit. Because it's nasty anyway, right? So them rats will jump off the thing and go up under the bed. And they ain't have no mattress or nothing. None of them beds got little holes in it. And I sat on bed after I felt something almost licked my ass. I said, hold up. So when they bring the food, I said, you know what? I throw all the food out the side of the door and they'll go to it and eat it. They was taking all my shit, man. So one day I was real mad. Go ahead and eat, man. Man, I'm sitting there like this. I said, you dick sucking motherfucker, y'all. Bitch. And one of them stuck his head out. I was so mad I grabbed it. I grabbed that thing and breaks his head. I said, I'm sick of you. Ran on the bed. I got bit about 5 or 6 times by that shit. I grabbed them motherfuckers. You coming out of here. I killed all them motherfuckers. I threw them out, splattered the wall with them. And rubbed it all over the wall. So I can see what they think about this. They said, oh, God. So all them girls come. I said, yeah, I killed all them motherfuckers. They said, easy. They said, easy. Then they built me one of them cells like Hannibal Collector, fiberglass cells. They built one of them.
Now that's what he need to be in.
I just had to get out of that man. And man, I went through so much shit in there, man.
As the booty warrior, have you ever ate booty before?
Yeah.
And do you like to get your booty ate?
Well,
yes and yes. Watch.
I was writing somebody in Texas, a sister, you know, pen pal in prison. You write a girl, they ain't sending you shit. Write them sisters, they gonna send you money. So we had all kinds of games. You know, we'll write out, buy pictures from you, tell them up it's me. All this shit, right? And so I had one sister to get his trust. I had to give him my mama's address. I said, call my mama and, you know, tell her I'm doing all right, but don't be talking like a woman and all this shit. He said, I am a woman. I said, okay. So mama said, some girl called me and she had mama convinced. I said, yeah, so after I took all his money, I'm done with him. This motherfucker's talking about you gonna be at the front gate when everybody come out. Now you ain't, motherfucker. You go on about your business. He took all my letters and sent them to my mama. Them letters where I talking about eating his ass and all this shit. So I called my mama. She said, I can tell she's in a good mood. She said, hi, baby. I said, hey, mama. She said, hey. I said, what's wrong? She said, don't they feed y'all in there? I said, yeah. She said, what's all this stuff about eating ass? Oh, my God, I have never heard of nothing so nasty, right? But, yeah, I had my ass ate before, and that shit had me on my toes, man. I mean, goddamn, I poke that, eat this, you know, hell, yeah, shit.
But have you ever ate booty?
Yeah, I did, and loved it. And I told you, I used to think, this motherfucker had my head so dumb. I thought I got a pregnant. I thought when I was eating his ass, I was eating a real pussy. This is the way you're supposed to do it, and all this shit. Folks say, come on, Fleece, man. This turn you up, man. You know, yeah.
So now that you're free,
Yeah.
and when you go to the store or something and you see a homosexual or something, do it cross your mind like, well, we was in a joint, I had that boy, or I wouldn't mind sneaking off and...
No, never. But I'm telling you what, though. I've seen, now let me take it back. Let me take that back. That is a good one because before I got out of the halfway house and solved that problem, they had a sissy that they brought from the prison, had titties and shit. They had two of them. And one of them knew me from prison, right? And I never with him in there, but he just knew me, right? He knew who I when I was in there and all this shit. So the other one, they had titties and shit. He had titties with big old ass, and they used to come down there and by my room, and I was getting ready to turn one of them up. No, for real, but it didn't work out like that. They got into an argument. Then the argument went up front, and then came back like I was responsible, and they put me out there.
Okay. Joker.
Yeah.
Okay, he can hear you now. Ask him.
Okay. All right, this is, of course, Joker with Prison Stories 101. The first question I had is, did you ever want to escape prison? And if so, did you ever try?
Yeah,
Already
I
asked him
wanted to
that.
escape, but I got shipped. I got shipped before I could try. Yeah. Them man, they killed me at a
Craziness. I'm about to start the stream right back up, but I don't like having it in one stream because when I put it in the clip form, it don't really get too much of what I want.